So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Knocks it into space. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he get onto this? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Good read, needed to be.
Well, Peter, I think we're in for something rather special here in being able to watch Hristo Stoichkov. When it comes to charisma and spirit, he's not lacking, and he's so sharp, they nicknamed him the Dagger.
Love watching him, he's one pea in a pod. There's only one Hristo Stoichkov.
And he's always got plenty to say.
Shevchenko tries to play it through, and he's certainly onside here. Mbappe! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Now it's Haaland. Lovely pass, but... And Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Shevchenko. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. Mbappe! And Hullet! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And now they can spring out of defence. Brilliantly cut out.
Neymar really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And
all eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
So this the chance to fire his team in front. 1-0, never any doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Bayer Leverkusen have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was...
Stoichkov! Now, who's going... Oh, he's been caught napping. Neymar's cross. Madrid are trailing against the run of play. Good running, strong and purposeful. Madrid ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And this is Stoichkov. And this is Neymar. And he's managed to get... And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. And the shot! Mbappe has got himself a free kick. That has been slung wide. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Stoichkov. Serginho spots it and intercepts.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's in space and looking for options. Has crossed in. Bullish header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappe. Deep cross. This time, surely! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Madrid have their second corner now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. In by Hullet. And now, and he's had a hit! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Conte. Bayer Leverkusen upping the intensity here, having lost possession. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. How very smart. He just got it right.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Mbappe. He's beaten the last man. Great. It's Neymar! Relentless. Just relentless. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, they've got it again. Can he get it through? They've got to be quick to recover this.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And the ball's come loose here. Beckham. Nicely spread. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now, it's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Bayer Leverkusen are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Alexander-Arnold. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Stoichkov. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. This possibly the last play of the half. Beckham with the short one. And the first half is done. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que este estadio dispone de un circuito cerrado de televisión para garantizar su seguridad. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22.
And the second half gets underway.
El dorsal 19.
Madrid decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Costa Curta. Madrid different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Neymar could try cutting inside here. Terrific header! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Conte looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Costa Curta. And that is a little undercooked. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. A probing pass, and he's intervened well there. Beckham. Mbappe receives it in. Big chance! Chance, surely! They've done it! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. To be expected, Peter, they've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's a searching pass. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but great chance! Oh, there was plenty on that.
I thought it was a really good break, no shortage of pace nor intensity, exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Stoichkov. Nicely weighted ball. He's being urged to shoot. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him.
Can he finish? Well, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Aimed in towards the centre. Now it's Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Costa Curta. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's hit the woodwork and out. And it's played in. Climbs up big. Oh, denied at the last. Van der Vaart. Oh, that's fabulous. And he whips it across. Bullet! No joy, but a decent try. Beckham. Looking for the run. Dixon. Ambitious ball here. No, that's been intercepted. Great vision. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's not going to reach. Corner number 3 coming up. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Big chance, corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Bayer Leverkusen have their third corner.
Van der Vaart será reemplazado por el dorsal 10. Messi. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Oh, he's been caught. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Guardiola makes the interception. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well measured. Gullit. Can he finish? He scores! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Madrid playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. And he welcomes it in. It's Perez! No, that's just wide.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
That has not gone well. He's looking wide. Threads one in. It's played through for him. And the finish! Goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Serginho is firing after that one. Oh, super find. And it's Totti. Oh, nicely intercepted. Perez. That's a lovely, neat pass. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Not the most accurate pass. Messi. Into the last 5 minutes. Played into space. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Cannavaro. Costa Curta. Out to the left it goes. Lovely, now then. Azar. No foul, says the referee. Pass somewhat off target. He's found a way past. And he welcomes it in. He is through here. And this is Hullet. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Hullet! Keeper always had the measure of that. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tries to pass it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he shoots! Well, there's the clearance. Costa Curta. Perez. And it's Perez. Now, he's got space here. Now, that's well seen too. Now it's Perez. Serginho. Perez. Oh, that's clever. Good ball, good take. He's picked his way through, picked out brilliantly. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And that will be it. Madrid suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Familiar feeling. Oh, they could be caught out here. Koundé carries the ball down the right. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cubarsí. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders. He's really the perfect package.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Now, can they get him away? Out to the left it goes. Balde. Big header! That's a smartly directed ball. Vinicius Junior. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Yamal, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
There's the shot! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So that's two now without reply. Yamal! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
De Jong. Eder Militao spots it and intercepts. Madrid already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Not the most accurate pass. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. The message is clear, none shall pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Back into the middle. Goulet. Now it's Mbappe. He's through here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Taken back almost at once.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's a sharp little ball here. Delivers a terrific header. Harmlessly behind. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to pass it through. Dani Olmo. And here's Vinicius Junior. De Jong. Pedri. It's an imaginative pass. He'd have done well to reach that. Pedri is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's shifting, he's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
In by Vinicius Junior. That's a decent clearance. Over to the left. Played back in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Bellingham. Araujo gets over and intercepts. No, that's been intercepted. Threads one in. That has been cut short. Oh, easy pickings there. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Bellingham. And he's managed to get free. Vinicius Junior. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's the keeper's ball. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Tries to play it through. That is good alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Eder Militao makes the interception. And he's worked it through. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Dani Olmo. And it's Olmo. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Now it's Rafinha. De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp. Yamal. This looks promising. Yamal's cross. He's got tall. It's bounced back off the post. Madrid have reclaimed it. Thinks about, tries a shot! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. Madrid were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Se acabó el primer tiempo. Hemos empezado mal, pero no nos rendimos. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 21.
And we're underway again.
El dorsal 11.
Madrid come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. Well read, nice interception. Time and again they are repelled. And he's only too happy to take that back. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Lewandowski, and it's made its way to him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Great chance! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. No second thought, a straight red card. Barcelona are down to 10 men.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Looking to play him in. Can he get onto this? And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Nicely shaped ball. Rodrigo is in a really good position out wide. Araujo. Madrid do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Can he finish? Yes, it's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. This is threatening to become a really good game.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Eder Militao, Pedri, and here's Lewandowski. He's gone for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And the shot! Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Koundé is there, and he can pick it up. Looking for the run. Looking for options for movement. He's on it. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, denied brilliantly.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected though.
That has been knocked clear. Played into the box. Balde with the clearance. And that is out of play. Ah, good steal, he just read it. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And this is Lewandowski. Now it's Rafinha. Pinches it off him. Rafinha is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. De Jong, and he cuts out the supply. Nicely aimed pass. Balde calmly anticipates. Oh, he's bustling through here. Now it's Rodrigo. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And this is Lewandowski. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Tchouaméni gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's clever. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he get on the end of this? Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vinicius Junior. Shot a goal! We've got a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14 será sustituido por el dorsal 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Ferran Torres, brilliantly cut out.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter.
Has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now it's Ferran Torres. Yeah, he's fouled him there. So a Barcelona free kick.
Yeah, and a heart and mouth time for the culprit, who may well regret.
Rashford! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Koundé. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And here's Ferran Torres. Rashford. Oh, well played, well played. And here's Lopez. Ceballos wins the duel this time.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that could set him on his way. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's intervened well there. De Jong. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Goes for a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Goulet. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a throw-in. And here's Ferran Torres, and he's had a hit! Same again, same outcome.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Koundé. Nicely weighted ball. Pedri. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Bullish header! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Shot, surely! They want to be quick to recover this. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
The action has already started. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Opts for safety. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable.
Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Dani Olmo. Pass is just off target. Pau Kubasi spots it and intercepts. Vinicius Junior. It's a pretty loose pass. Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mbappe! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
First quarter of an hour gone. And nicely intercepted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he get it through? Ball's gone out of play. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Goulart does really well there. He is strong.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Threads one in. Dani Olmo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lewandowski. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. And it's gone back to the keeper. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Mbappe is onto this. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Good ball, good take.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bops him off it and wins. Takes the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Played out wide, played back in. Oh, that's well spotted. Back shoots! Dani Olmo. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Yamal. He has found the way through. Well read, nice interception. De Jong. Pedri concedes a free kick for that. He's not got that quite right. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Mbappe. Done delicately. Tchouaméni gets across to intercept that.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's got tall. He will be livid with himself.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, just applies the finish! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time.
It's Lewandowski! Oh, it's hit the post! Mbappe. And Güler. Araujo cuts out the pass. Kubasi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's made its way to him. Güler, and he was quick to react. And this is Lewandowski. Vinicius Junior.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's shifting through the gears here. Pedri. Dani Olmo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. Fires it in low. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Güler. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 30 será reemplazado
There's
por
the start of the second
el dorsal
half.
11.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
He's having a shot! Yes, it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Lewandowski. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Barcelona finding their passes. Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And he's being shifted off it. Madrid come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Pedri. Now it's Rafinha. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That's been cut out, well played. So, can they find a way to turn around this deficit? This looks promising. Great chance! It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to...
Lewandowski! Decent enough try.
Lewandowski has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Probing pass. That has been cut short. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, important interception. And this is Lewandowski. That's a sharp pass. Eder Militao deals with that comfortably. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Yamal. And it's Lewandowski! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Lewandowski demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Takes aim and crosses. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Not the most accurate pass. Passes short and sharp. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through. Great vision. And he's worked it through. And it's ended up in no man's land.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Fermin. Knocks it into space. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that's an errant pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
De Jong has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Quality ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a key interception. No way through. Out towards the flank. Oh, he's played it in low. Oh, shooting chance! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Lewandowski, clearly the target here.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it, one way or another, Peter.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Played into space. Played out to the right. And this is Lewandowski. And here's Rashford. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres! And that tested the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Bullish header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Now that's well seen too. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Goes for a shot! He's scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Koundé, 4 extra minutes added on. Somewhat off target. Pedri. Played out to the left flank. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's played in low. Played towards the front line. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, The other fragile and seemingly clueless. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. And here's Mbappe. That has been cut short.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, surely.
Very true.
And this is Stoichkov, and Stoichkov! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Over to the left. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. That looks a cracking ball. And here's Stoichkov. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bayer Leverkusen looking to pass their way through. Van der Vaart.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Shevchenko. And he's had a hit! Oh, it's played into the area. Conte. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Played with speed from back to front. He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Looking to go deep. Up he goes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Shevchenko is offering a wry smile there.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Back into the middle. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender. And he
shoots! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Shapes to shoot! No mistake! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
There's the shot! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter, just when the opposition...
And Beckham! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking to play him in.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's only too happy to take that back. Shevchenko. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, he's found support out wide. And this is Stoichkov. He's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones del personal del estadio.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, well played. Shevchenko! In for the pieces! Oh, taken with style! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now it's Neymar. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And that could set him on his way. He's had a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. He's done...
He did that well, didn't he?
Bayer Leverkusen have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, delightful ball. Mbappe, he's one-on-one, and a chance! And he hits the net. Just one goal in it now. Game on! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Face to face, and the shot! He's got a goal!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Bayer Leverkusen go two up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Beckham. Bastoni. Costa Curta. And it's Shevchenko. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Neymar. Now it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 24.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. It's starting to look like a done deal now. He's in a great position here. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Nedved. Yeah, he's fouled him there. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Totti. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. And it's Totti. That's a shade optimistic. Half an hour gone in the second half. He's tried one! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And he was quick to react. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that's been cut out, well played. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Played up towards the front line. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply. That's a smartly directed ball. Cannavaro. Costa Curta. Totti. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Beckham. Gets a good foot in there. Can he get on the end of this? Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Terrific header! Just needed better contact. Now it's Mbappe. That's a cute ball. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Totti. And no, that was never going to make it. Bastoni cuts out the pass. And it's made its way to him. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Good chance here! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. Great vision. Now it's Mbappe. Bastoni cuts it out. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now it's Shevchenko, and they're back on the ball again. Now it's Mbappe. Beckham. Shevchenko, out towards the flank. Lobbed in behind. Now that's well seen too. And this is Stoichkov. Now that looks a decent ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
It's played. Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. Played back in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Mbappe. Lovely ball and a shot at goal! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Bayer Leverkusen have fired themselves in front. It's so just the goalkeeper to beat. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Bayer Leverkusen are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for the run, and the through ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Some resolute defending there. Mbappe has it in a wide position. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He gets big! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time! No space, no problem, you just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but
and the shot! It's bounced back off the post. That pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. He's having a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's kept it out, just.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Terrific! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Bayer Leverkusen are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's Conte.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? Shapes to shoot! He scored! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. No way through. He won't be happy with that one. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe! Ball driven towards the far post. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And we hit half-time. So off we go once more. Madrid didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. And this is Hullet. Kante kept his eye on it, and he's there. Costa Curta. Looking for options for movement. Hullet is on his own. He's having a go. Goal! And they are right back within touch. How very smart. He just got it right.
Very good finish, but that back line could have dealt with it an awful lot better. I'm not sure what their plan was, but it's not coming off.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Costa Curta. Cross in, looks like a good one. Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Stoichkov. Hullet engages and forces him off the ball. Knocks it into space. Hazard.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Bayer Leverkusen looking to pass their way through. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's fabulous. He's one-on-one, surely! Oh, he's been flattened there. Referee has just said play on. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 10.
Now it's Hullet.
Messi, cambio de jugadores.
And this is Stoichkov. Nicked it back promptly. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. That's a sharp pass. Fired deep towards the back post. It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. An instinctive delivery, brilliantly cut out. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Short changes him with that pass. Aims beyond the defence. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Costa Curta. And he's forced to go back. Pass somewhat off target. That's been slipped through. And that is exemplary defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Hullet. Nedved.
This is the time you need that pace. Might want to be careful there.
Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply. Well timed, excellent interception. Perez finds himself offside. And they're quick to get it back. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of move.
And Stoichkov! Bayer Leverkusen finding their passes. Stoichkov! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That has ended up in no man's land. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a searching pass. Rijkaard tries to pass it through. It's Nedved! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Oh, easy pickings there. That's an imaginative pass. And he welcomes it in.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Costa Corta. And it's Totti. Pires could try cutting inside here. Bullish header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
And time is up. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital, a bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006. We have already started here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a sharp pass. Tries to play it through. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And no, that was never going to make it. Looking for options for movement. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe hoisted it. Terrific header. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, he's been caught napping. Back in once more.
For me, Peter, David Beckham is one of the greatest wide players of his generation.
Big chance, must be! And the shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Bayer Leverkusen have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Stoichkov, he's got him, shoots! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substitution on the field, number 22.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's a sharp little ball here. No, that's been intercepted. Van der Vaart. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. He's in a great position here. Mbappe. That has not gone well. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Beckham. Bayer Leverkusen applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two.
Could be danger here. That's really well manoeuvred. Madrid are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Stoichkov. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mbappe.
Bayer Leverkusen couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Can he get it through? Has crossed. Chance! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Dixon. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Looking to play him in. Conte, tidy with his distribution. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. Dixon. Taken back almost at once. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Neymar. Nice. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe gets into some space. He's had a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading.
And the first half is done. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you're walking through the gates.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Costa Curta. And that's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Neymar looking to add to his goal. That is good alertness. Looking for the run. Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! The second half sparked straight into life. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's intervened well there. It's a searching pass. That has been cut short. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
In towards the back stick. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Has a look and place it forward. He's found, and Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitutions taking place.
It's their second corner of the game. That's really well cleared. Tries from a long way out. Great vision by a Leverkusen. Have the chance to go the other way. Khan claims comfortably. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Costa Curta. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was...
Oh, shooting chance! He's got away with one there.
Substitution in progress.
By a Leverkusen making consecutive changes here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
And it's Totti. And this is Stoichkov. Threads one in. Totti. Good read, needed to be. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Perez. Perez. Now it's Messi. This looks promising. Stoichkov! He should have put that one away.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well timed, excellent interception. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Perez. Looking for a runner. And it's Perez. Quality ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nedved. A searching ball out wide. And he was quick to react. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a fine interception.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pass somewhat off target. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Perez. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's been cut out, well played.
There will be 3
Passes
minutes
coming off in
added
quick
time.
succession here. Now that's well seen too. We are into overtime. Now it's Stoichkov. Aimed beyond the defence. Now he's got space here. Beckham. Costa Curta. So that's it. It is all over. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There is an expectant air here in North London. The Emirates serving the embodiment of class, sophistication for its illustrious inhabitants. Up to 60,000 here, expecting the team to meet their expectation. Neymar! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bayer Leverkusen with the corner, there first. Beckham plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. And he was quick to react. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Stoichkov. Shevchenko is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, surely.
Very true. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Mbappe. And now a sudden chance to counter. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rising over the bar.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Neymar. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Stoichkov. He might be in here! Can he get on the end of this? Dixon. Mbappe, and this is Stoichkov.
Stoichkov really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Wilshere. Always onto this. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Shot, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Mbappe! Oh, important interception. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
He's found a way through. Great chance! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Bayer Leverkusen have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. time and again they are repelled. Van der Vaart. Mbappe applies the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 3 coming up. Kahn breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Neymar. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. In by Messi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Dixon. Bayer Leverkusen upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Looking for options for movement. Costa Curta tries to play it through. Shevchenko. And here's Neymar. And it's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Mbappe. Can he finish? And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. Great vision. Looking for the run. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Mbappe. Beckham. It's a really well-measured ball. Van der Vaart. Messi. And he plays one through. And that has been cut short. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Big chance! And the shot! He's scored! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Bayer Leverkusen are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And he's straight offside. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club
the action
or any other
is
paid
back
parking
underway.
facilities in the area.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Looking to play him in. Oh, super find. And they're quick to get it back. He's had a shot! And that is high.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
No, that's been intercepted.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Beckham. And they win it back again. Costa Curta. Neymar. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Conte. By a Leverkusen looking to pass their way through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pull it. Now it's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. Messi.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Beckham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Could be danger here. And this is Stoichkov. Oh no, this does not look good.
The attendance for this match was 60,000.
He won't be happy with that one. And it's Conte. Almost an hour gone. Van der Vaart. Oh, good ball. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball, and it's certainly onside here. And that's the keeper's ball. Van der Vaart. Can he get it? And Stoichkov! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It is a corner.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Messi. Number 24, Wilshere.
Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Substitution in progress.
This ended up in no man's land. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Costa Curta. Now it's Totti. He's picked his way through. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. So, third corner of the game. now they can spring out of defence. And here's Stoichkov. Nedved! It's a searching pass. This looks promising. He's had it taken off him. Costa Curta. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Aims beyond the defence. Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Substitutions taking place.
Bayer Leverkusen making another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Beckham, Mbappe, and the shot! Should have equalised.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Madrid get their fourth corner. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. And he cuts out the supply. And that's put paid to a promising move. Dixon. Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Danielson, he is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Hullet. Oh, nicely intercepted. Danielson. Oh, well played, well sorted out. 5 minutes left on the clock.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now that's well seen too. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Nedved. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable. Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nedved to Totti. Costa Curta.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that's fabulous. Bayer Leverkusen claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. So their fourth corner of the game. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. 2 minutes to be added on. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's that. A game of margins of 3.